all different types of ways.
This video is Childhood Fears by Tommy NFG. I didn't say the fucking title.
In mega mansions with custom limo service to school and anything they'd ever want. And others grew up like me in the war-torn battlefields of Detroit with not a dollar to their name, struggling to find their next meal. But everything we all have in common is childhood fears. As a kid, you get scared of things pretty easily because you're still learning the world around you. You don't know what's true and what's—
Oh my god, it's Travis! By the way, why in one of those photos, Ryan did his nose long as hell in one of his Instagram pictures?
It's not true, which is why creepypastas were scary as like, what are kids getting scared of nowadays online? Huggy Wuggy, Skibbity Toilet, EDP. Real was scared of a collection of random stories you would find on—
I used to be so scared of Slender Man. Slender Man was one of my fears. Scary as fuck. Hi, Collins! Hi, Collins. How are you doing, man? That's literally you. Fuck, I can't speak English, dude. I already can't speak English. This tongue piercing makes it like a million times worse.
On YouTube. I don't even know when they started pumping these stories out to traumatize kids, but it sure worked. One by one were new creatures being spawned into this world. Like, you can't tell me you weren't at least a little scared of Slender Man as a kid. Slender Man really had me eyeing every single tall—
Slender Man, Bloody Mary, Charlie, what else is there? Still to this day, I've never done Bloody Mary. I like living, so I probably still would never do Bloody Mary at my grown age. No, thank you. I still would be fucking terrified. Okay. So yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Not gonna lie, I was scared of the ghost face mask. It was just creepy looking. That was scary as fuck too. I was scared of the Grudge. Scared of everything. Now for my friend was trying to convince me he was real. I'm just chilling in Julie's stream. I hope you enjoy the rest of your stream. Lovies. Also relevant. You're gorgeous. I freaking love you. You're gorgeous too.
A person to make sure they weren't him in secret. Could it be LeBron? Could it be Taylor Swift? Could it be that random tall that wasted all his potential by picking a normal day job?
Fucking Herobrine. In Minecraft, I used to think Herobrine was gonna like come take my ass like in the middle of the night in fucking Minecraft, and it would scare the fuck out of me.
And not being in the NBA. Slender Man was such a goddamn goated character and story that they even made a game after this man. You can't get higher than that. It was so goated that a girl stabbed her friend in the name to appease him. Okay, but that actually is a real story. Probably shouldn't be making that joke. The girl survived, don't worry guys. People who don't survive though are Jeff the Killer's ops. Just the image of Jeff the Killer's fugly face gave me nightmares.
What was the other one? Momo? The bitch that looks like a bird?
Shakes all night. To this day, they still haven't found the unedited version of this photo. That makes it kind of more scary. This might just be real. Jeff was an OG crash out because if you look back at the story, it goes something like this. He moves to a new town and gets bullied by the school kids. He gets—
Look like who? I look like who, Shaq? Pick your words very wisely, buddy.
Covered in bleach and lit on fire by the school kids. Don't know how you stand still while getting bleach poured on you and lit on fire, but that's besides. He wakes up in the hospital with his ugly ass Jeff the Killer face. Goes home to carve a smile on his mouth. Then kills his parents, but doesn't kill the bullies that lit him on fire. Yeah, looking back, a lot of these stories didn't really make any sense. But it still worked. I probably won't even be able to sleep at night now. By far the most traumatizing one to me was Sonic EXE. As a kid, I was a Sonic glazer. I had all types of Sonic—
Did y'all ever watch that creepypasta about the SpongeBob episode? The SpongeBob episode that never aired, where it was like, it was called Squidward's, you know, and it was Squidward himself in GTA, of course, Twitch, and it was really like fucking— yeah, we should watch creepypastas.
I used to get around the hoes and try to go supersonic to show them that I'm the alpha.
Squidward's what?
Maybe that's why no woman ever talked to me in school. But when I saw not only a story, but a game turning my favorite franchise into a spine-chilling game experience, I couldn't take it anymore. The music soundtrack alone is—
No, it's creepy as hell.
Why the f even make an original soundtrack for this? This is the only creepypasta I know with its own original soundtrack. Like, this wasn't a creepypasta, it was a horror project. These are the type of creatures you saw when running up the stairs after turning off the light. And that's the next fear, which is darkness. As a kid, I was indeed one of those kids.
Is it bad that as an adult, I'm still terrified of the dark? I don't like the dark at all. Like, if it's dark at all, like if it's dark anywhere, I'm running. I'm the one to turn off the lights and run up the stairs. I'm still terrified. Now you're good? What's good? Hi, Oscar!
That needed a night light to even be able to sleep. When I say kid, I mean 21-year-old man. I don't give a f. The boogeyman could take y'all's blood, not mine. But it was certain scenarios of the darkness that had you thinking crazy things were about to happen. You can't tell me otherwise that when you turned off the light under the stairs, you didn't bolt out there like your life depended on it. Or turning into Usain Bolt as soon as the switch went. You never knew what type of creature could spawn in that hole. And it was even worse when you tripped. The times I would trip, I was...
Anybody else see the light this weekend? Thank you for that follow glitch. Okay. I don't know what it has going on right now, but hey.
Was thinking I was about to get dragged out and eaten with some seasoning by the demons. I really did not play with this stuff. I even had a holy water on the side of my bed in case of emergencies. Because even when you were sleeping, you weren't safe. Everyone had that one moment where the jacket hanged in the corner as a kid, turned into a demonic...
I still be thinking that. All my fucking shit that be in the corner of my room, I be waking up in the middle of the night, I be having to like squint to see, just to make sure it's just a jacket, or it's just a robe, or it's just a towel. Hi, Glowboy. How you doing, man?
Straight from hell all of a sudden. I had too many close calls with that. I genuinely think my jacket turned into some monster at times of slump. There could be anything in the fabric of the clothes. I don't know what those Chinese factory kids put in my fabric. And when you left the closet door itty bitty open, it was like you allowed the Hellgates to come through. Like, I know y'all have seen Monsters Inc. I was not letting that happen to me. I saw everything and in between in that closet door that frightened me to death. I feel like every time I left my closet door open, it was...
I have to keep my closet door closed. If my closet door is open, I can't sleep. I can't even, like, I can't be sitting in my chair right now with my closet door open. Like, it has to stay closed unless I'm going in it. Like, I don't...
would slowly become more open and open, which made it worse. Maybe they were making the doors bigger for inclusivity for fat monsters. Who knows? They could be having whole talks on the phone in there for all I know. But at least they talk on the phone. Because another scary feeling was when your mom or dad wasn't answering the phone. As a kid, I feel like everyone remembered their parents' number religiously. Like,
this might be a crazy take, but queso's not that big. Like, people make, like, you know, queso jokes, and it's funny, haha. I think it's pretty funny. But, like, if you look at queso, he's actually not that big. Like, I've seen way bigger than queso. Thank you for that follow, Mr. Cruz official. Yeah. Like, if you really look at queso, he's not as big as, like, people put him out to be. It's just funny to make fucking jokes.
The closest thing to calling 911 in an emergency is your parents' number. Shit, my parents told me if something like a school shooting happened, then to call them because the police are gonna give some dumb advice. They kinda right.
Oh my god. Thank you for the sub, Cyrus. Thank you.
Not about to sit in the corner of a classroom while somebody's shooting up the school. I'm bolting the f out of there. It was a whole emotional process if your mom or dad didn't answer the phone, but emphasis on mom. Because as a kid, you call your mom for any question. She's like the encyclopedia to you. Shout out to all the mothers out there for putting up with this because
I am the gifted sub. Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Hold on. I'm about to go get the other ring light because my little mini ring light just died. So I have to go get this other one. So like don't go anywhere. I'm gonna leave y'all with an amazing song. Amazing song. Okay, one of my favorite songs in the whole entire world. Burbs.
Niggas in my butthole, 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 niggas in niggas and niggas in my butthole. Niggas in my butthole. Niggas in my butthole. Niggas and niggas and niggas in my butthole. Niggas in my butthole. Niggas in my butthole. Niggas and niggas and niggas in my butthole. 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 Niggas in my butthole.
Back, guys. I'm back. Okay. I just had to get a different ring light because the other one that I just had was dying. Okay. Anyway.
I don't know how y'all deal with it. The first time you called, it would go like,
barely hear you.
That's weird. It usually goes through the first time. She's probably at work or something. I'll call later.
The second time is like,
where the hell is she at? She can't be far from home now. She's probably almost home. Yeah.
and the third time it was like, she's dead.
Lonnie,
I'm a terrible son.
Thank
I should have
you.
saved. You never knew what could have taken her away in that moment. A random man in a van throwing her in the back. A train accidentally making a wrong turn and hitting her. Her car bursting into flames. And meanwhile, the whole reason why she wasn't answering would be something like being in the shower or driving. Something you couldn't recover from though was
just
losing
weird.
your pants.
If my mom was to go out right now and be like, "Oh, I'll be back," I'd look at her like, "Where do you think you're going?" Even like when my mom and my dad go for like a date night or something, I always make sure I gotta give them the rundown. I gotta give them the talk. I need you home by 8 p.m. No later than 8 p.m. Don't stay out too late. Don't drink too much. Don't have too much fun. I need you home. Like tonight.
Parents in public. The feeling of doing anything as a kid independently was scary as hell. For example, as a kid, I was told if anyone knocks, then don't answer it. But when I was home alone and heard the smallest knock at the door, I barricaded my whole house like a fallout shelter. No single branch of the military could come.
If my parents were to ever leave, my other siblings can definitely vouch when I say this, but whenever my parents would leave and it would just be us in the house, me and my siblings, we would all grab a knife. We would all grab a knife from the kitchen and we would sit behind the couch and camp out there until my parents got home.
Come through with me there. So when I would go to the store and check another aisle only to go back and see my mom gone, I felt like I was gonna have to get ready for
Monkey
that
Daddy
old man
69.
walking with a shopping cart. He might just be a pedo. That 6'2" guy in the vegetable aisle, he might just lick my ass. It felt like you should have gotten an achievement just for finding your mom in the store. Like genuinely, she would be at an entire other end out of—
Oh my god. Or if you're at the store with one of your parents and it's time to check out and they're like, "Oh shit, I forgot toilet paper," or "Oh shit, I forgot paper plates." Then they leave you there and they're like, "Stay here." And you're just sitting there while the cashier's ringing up all the fucking groceries, and you're just sitting there awkwardly staring back at them and they're staring at you. You just have to hope and pray that they don't finish like ringing everything up before your parent gets back, because it's just awkward because now they're done. Where's the money? And they're just like looking at you. So I would pray to God that like my fucking dad or my mom would hurry up.
Of nowhere. But when you find her, if she hits you with the "we need to talk," you knew it was GG's. The whole phrase of "we need to talk" growing up only had two outcomes. Either
Even
one,
now,
getting yelled at for—
you hit me with the "we need to talk," Rye will tell you. Shat will tell you. Anybody that knows me will tell you. You hit me with the "we need to talk," or if you say my full name, like my full first name with a period, or you just say my full first name, that shit gives me a heart attack and makes me want to shit, like, makes me fucking shit myself. Just hearing it gives me anxiety.
ferociously, or two, getting whooped. There was never an actual scenario where I got a "we need to talk" and it ended up peacefully and positive.
I've never got a
What the
whooping
f
before,
was even the point of saying it if
Never
you
in
knew
my
you were
life.
gonna do anything but talk? It set your fate on what the outcome was gonna be already. Something that set your fate with never pulling your crush was falling in school. Falling anywhere in public is already embarrassing alone. The act of thudding on the ground and everyone looking at you like who are you looking at? If you're not about to help, then back the f up. But when it's in school, you know exactly how it goes.
Never got whooped,
You
so
trip and a
we need
group
to
of
talk.
start laughing at you, not helping at all. Your crush walks by simultaneously watching you struggle to get up. And you gotta live with that moment for the rest of your life.
embarrassing.
Every time I
I'd
tripped when
cry.
I was in school, I've never forgotten it to this day. It plays on loop in my brain sometimes. And don't have something like books in your hands, because now you're gonna be scrambling all on the ground to pick them up.
binder.
And people just walking by, stepping all over them like move the f away. Not giving
Nobody
a
wants
single
to help you
about your
either.
pieces of property. See, I was a nice guy. I would feel bad if somebody had that happen. I would be the one person to actually help.
Yeah.
And the more younger
I
you
was
were in
that
school,
person
the
too.
more immature the kids were. If you were in elementary school, they would start dancing on your books. In middle school, they would kick them all around the
Just 'cause
floor
I
and
have
piss
two
on them.
cats,
Okay,
I
I'm
don't
probably
need
over
cat
exaggerating,
stuff,
but you
huh?
get my point. What I'm not exaggerating about though was the fear of adults. I don't know if it was just me growing up, but adults seem
Cartoon.
way more
Cartoon was
adulty than nowadays.
dumbass
Like I
crap.
remember being told as a kid to respect adults, and any sign of disrespect was a grave sin. If I ever told them
Yeah.
a lie, I was gonna be immediately banished to hell for the rest of my
had
life.
a
I used to think every
fear
adult
too.
with a job had their
Adults.
life
Holy
fully
keyboard?
together and could be
I think it's
fully
just you. I think it's your
authoritarian do
brain.
that. And now that I'm grown and see quote unquote adults my age and even older, I realized soon enough that none of them knew what the f they
That
were.
you're big
And
enough.
low key, some
Yeah,
adults
take it
would
from
demand
someone.
respect
Is it
just off
green?
being old. I feel like I saw it a lot more growing up than nowadays. Like these really thought just because they were older they knew exactly everything in
always
life. And it's
right.
not even like I'm saying kids should be disrespectful to people older than them and never listen to them. It's more of them acting at a higher
sentence?
complex and acting like they were right in
Sentence, buddy.
every situation. Every kid knew one stuck-up adult like that. Like if you had some strict-ass parents, you would know that any chance to defend yourself from something was 0%. Because any sign of talking back to someone older than you was
Absolute.
Even if you say it in the nicest way possible, the most respectful way possible, they will still look at you like you're being disrespectful. You can't say anything. Your best option is to just agree with everything that's said to you and nod your head yes. Okay? And if they ask you, am I wrong? No, you're not wrong. Even though in your head you're like, yeah, you're really fucking wrong, actually. Out loud, you can't say that. You just gotta be like, yeah, no, you're not wrong. I was definitely in the wrong here. I'm so sorry.
Unheard of.
You were found
To
guilty
this
on all
day.
accounts with no evidence. It also depends on the culture you come from. Like, if your parents were immigrants, it was 10 times worse for you. They came from their country to another country and birthed you, and that's all the respect they needed to give you. Something worse than not respecting
hard?
them, though, was forgetting
I
to
can
take
just
the
talk.
chicken out the freezer. Everyone had that moment where
Yeah,
they got
thaw
the
out
call
the
to do
chicken or
one
the
simple
fish.
task. Take the chicken slash meat out the freezer. And as a kid, you know, this is on the lower end of tasks you have to do. But it was like every time you got told to do it, 5 minutes later you completely forgot. The whole memory of the
literally
call
forget.
completely
Then
evaporated
you don't
out your
remember
brain.
until
And it
your
was
parents
only
are
10
backing
minutes
into the
before she got
driveway or in
home,
front of
your
the
spider
house.
senses tingled and you suddenly remember. Now you gotta use every single method to defrost
Literally.
it as soon as possible. I had to pull out a flamethrower
that
once
so
just to
fast?
get it done. And this is one of those things.
For me, it was either, can you take that ground turkey out? Can you take that chicken out before I get home? I need it to thaw out, so like as soon as I get home, I can start cooking. Oh yeah, mom, I got it. Or my dad would call me, hey, can you put some rice on so that when I come home, all I gotta do is make the chicken on the side, or da da da. But like, I need you to put the rice on. Yeah, sure, I got you. I would immediately forget. As soon as the phone call is over, I forget. Then by the time my dad pulls into the driveway, fuck, I forgot to put the rice on. I have to hurry up and run. Or have to go fucking put the chicken in hot water or something.
Where I actually understand why the parent would get mad. Like, you give one simple task to your child after a grueling
Literally,
day of
one
work with
thing.
your boss being an asshole and they can't even do it. I would be on crash out mode too. But hey, I'm gonna end it right there. Let me know what else I missed for a potential part 2. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually.
Consensually.
And until next time, I'm out.